The amazing thing about ants, Earth, the rich green planet, is home to countless magical animals. Antarctica's flightless penguins dive deep under the ice to find prey, while intelligent ocean dolphins communicate with each other through strange sounds. The giant elephants on the African savanna have superhuman memories, while wild wolves live in herds with a strong spirit of solidarity. Among them, there is a species that is small but contains great miracles. That is the ant. Although they are just tiny creatures, ants have the ability to build complex underground nest systems with a tightly organized network of corridors and food storage. The magic of ants lies not only in their solidarity and organizational ability, but also in their perseverance and strength that far exceeds their small size. They can carry objects many times heavier than their body weight, and even when hindered, they never give up, always finding a way to overcome every challenge. Ants are living proof of the magic of nature, where even the smallest creatures can carry within them great things. According to analyses of biological systems, ants evolved in the middle of the Cretaceous period, about 130, 180 million years ago. After angiosperms appeared, ants split into many species, which also became the dominant species in the world 60 million years ago. Ants have extremely high social behavior and belong to the Formicidae family related to bees. In the world, people have counted about 12,500 species of ants. They are present almost everywhere in the world, except icy areas and ocean, concentrated mainly in tropical and subtropical regions. The ant nest is a shelter for millions of individual ants, headed by the queen ant. The rest are mostly female worker ants with incompletely developed reproductive organs, with tasks such as finding food and raising children. Baby ants and fight each other when there is war. Male ants exist, but only appear for a short time to mate with the queen to maintain the species. It can be said that the entire nest is made up of only female ants. Ants are mostly black, brown, or earthy in color, while others are yellow, green, blue, or purple. The body size of the largest species can reach 2.5 feet in diameter, while the smallest species is only about 0.1 centimeter. Ant bodies have many unique characteristics compared to other insects. They have folded antennae and a round transition between the chest and abdomen, also known as the waist. The ant's body is divided into three main parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. The ant's head has two antennae, eyes and mouth. The antenna is where we sense smell, hear, and perceive the surrounding environment. These two levers do not move stop to navigate, smell the air, find food, and recognize other people. Ant eyes belong to the multifocal system, or can be understood as having many irises. Usually each ant eye has 6 lenses, but some species have up to 1,000 lenses. Queen ants and male ants often have more irises than worker ants. Each iris is structured like a TV screen with a pixel structure, whereby each ant's iris only sees part of the object. Thanks to this synthetic eye, ants can easily see the movement of objects. Furthermore, ants have strong jaws, with the lower jaw used to transport food, self-defense weapons, and nest-building tools. The ant's thorax. The ant's chest contains 3 pairs of legs. If you look closely, you will see that the bottom part of the legs is hook-shaped, helping the ants grip firmly and climb more easily. Most ants do not have wings, such as worker ants, but queen ants and male ants are different. The wings on their body and the thorax are used for mating. Ant abdomen. In the ant's abdomen, it contains digestive and reproductive organs. Most of the abdomen has needles. This is a weapon for ants to effectively protect themselves and the nest. Although a small insect, ants have extremely extraordinary power. We can see that an ant can carry a grain of rice on its back. According to research, most ant species can carry an object 50 times heavier than their body weight. To put it simply, if humans had the ability of ants, a person weighing 50 kilograms could carry an object weighing up to 3 tons. The life cycle of an ant starts from an egg and goes through 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, adult ant. When they are still larvae, because they have no legs, ant larvae depend entirely on other ants in the nest. The larval stage lasts several weeks before it pupates. Some types of larvae spin their own silk and wrap themselves in a silvery white cocoon before becoming pupae. Ant pupae are young ants that are transparent, do not eat, and are motionless. After about 2 to 3 weeks, they become ants. Each ant society can have many queens, but there is usually only one queen per nest. The queen ant's only mission is to reproduce. Queen ants lay eggs throughout their entire life cycle, and most hatch into worker ants. At the appropriate time, the queen and male ants will fly out of the nest. They mate while flying. After that, the male ant will lose its wings and die, and the queen will find a place to make a completely new nest. In addition, when there are many sour ants in the nest, a queen separating the nest will bring a number of loyal worker ants to a new suitable location and build a new empire. Queen ants have the longest lifespan, about 10 to 20 years. Worker ants have a much shorter life cycle, living only 1 to 5 years. Male ants have an even shorter life, living for a few weeks to a few months and dying after mating. An ant colony has a fairly long lifespan. There is a special chemical that helps ants communicate with each other called pheromones. The long antennae of ants have the same function as many other insects, such as locating the taste and location of food. The pair of antennae is also a place to collect information about the external environment for ants. When moving, ants secrete pheromones along the way to help other ants in the colony find their way and follow. If the trail is cut off along the way, the ants will actively find a new path leading to the location of the food. If successful, they will mark the trail again for other ants to follow. An interesting point is that the location of the ant nest is determined based on memory of the terrain and the direction of the sun. Pheromones are especially important during the breeding season. Pheromones secreted help queen ants attract males. Another use of pheromones is as a warning. When an individual ant is seriously injured while defending the nest, it will secrete pheromones in higher concentrations than normal to serve as a warning signal for other individuals to realize that the enemy they are facing is extremely dangerous. In particular, in some other ant species, pheromones are also used as a substance that causes enemy ants to turn on themselves and destroy each other. In addition, the health status of an individual ant can also be identified by pheromones remaining on food. Self-defense and team protection. Ants use their advantage of strong jaws to attack enemies, to defend themselves and protect the nest from intrusion. In addition to using strong jaws, many ant species also have the ability to inject poison through stingers or bites. In addition to self-defense, ants have another obligation to protect their 5 nests from infectious diseases. Some ants in the colony will be assigned to clean up, keep the nest clean and bury the bodies of dead ants as mentioned above. Ant nests can be built underground or placed on trees depending on the species. Ant nests have a complex structure with many paths, and nomadic ants often change the location of their nests. Nesting materials are things that ants can easily find, such as soil, leaves, tree roots, etc. The nest location is also carefully researched and chosen by them. Ants for humans are both harmful and beneficial. Ants are useful in eliminating destructive insects. However, besides that, they also cause a lot of trouble to our food and daily life.